It happened in seconds, but the internet doesn't forget. During Coldplay's July 16th show in Foxborough, Massachusetts, the band's signature Kiss Cam segment was rolling as usual. The crowd laughed and cheered as random couples flashed on the big screen. But when one particular man and woman appeared, everything changed. Their reaction was, off. The man shifted uncomfortably. The woman looked stunned, almost panicked. No smiles, no kiss, just pure awkward tension. From the stage, Chris Martin tried to lighten the moment, joking, "Oh, look at these two. You're okay?" But then, he added something that would light the match. Either they're having an affair, or they're just very shy. It was meant to be playful, but the crowd caught the awkward vibe. And when the moment hit social media, it exploded. Fans started speculating. Who were they? Why did they react like that? And more importantly, was there something they didn't want the world to see? By the next morning, clips of the awkward kiss cam moment were all over TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter, but it was only the beginning. Next up, this wasn't just a concert gone viral. Someone in that video was about to lose his job. Once the clip went viral, the internet did what it does best. It started digging. At first, the video was just a funny, awkward moment from a Coldplay concert. But eagle-eyed users began analyzing everything: the couple's seats, their expressions, even the logos on their wristbands. And then came the breakthrough. Someone recognized the man within hours. Online sleuths connected him to Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomer, a growing name in the tech world. Screenshots started flying. LinkedIn profiles were pulled up. Public photos were compared. And the consensus spread fast. That guy on the Jumbotron, that's Byron. But here's where it got messy. According to posts online, the woman next to him wasn't his wife. The internet swarmed with speculation. Was this a secret relationship, a workplace affair, or something totally innocent that just looked bad? Chris Martin's offhand affair joke now seemed strangely on point. Suddenly, what started as a concert clip was being dissected as possible evidence of a CEO's personal scandal. And as the pressure grew, the company couldn't ignore it. Next, how a stadium moment turned into a corporate crisis, and why Byron's job was suddenly on the line. As the internet spiraled with theories and outrage, fans waited to see if Chris Martin would address the viral storm he accidentally triggered. And just a few days later, he did. At Coldplay's next concert in Madison, Wisconsin, the vibe had shifted. Martin, always the charming frontman, stepped up to the mic with a grin. But this time, there was a subtle edge behind the smile. "I'd like to say hello to some of you in the crowd," he said, motioning toward the Jumbotron cameras. The crowd erupted in cheers. But then came the cheeky warning. "So please, if you haven't done your makeup, do your makeup now." The message was clear, lighthearted on the surface, but very aware of the chaos that followed the last camera moment. Noticeably, there were 0 couples shown on the big screen that night. And while Martin never directly mentioned the drama, the crowd got the joke. Everyone knew. It was his way of saying, "Yeah, we saw what happened. We're not going there again." But behind the scenes, the fallout was getting very real, especially for Andy Byron. Coming up, what happened when Byron's private moment became a public scandal, and why his company couldn't look the other way. What started as a viral concert clip suddenly had serious real-world consequences, not for the band, but for one of the people caught on camera. As internet sleuths pieced things together, all signs pointed to Andy Byron, the CEO of a rising tech company called Astronomer. Once just another face in the crowd, Byron quickly became the subject of online scrutiny, with users questioning his relationship to the woman seated next to him, and whether they were more than just friends. When the story exploded, Astronomer's leadership couldn't ignore it. The board swiftly launched a formal investigation and issued a public statement emphasizing that their executives are held to the highest standards of conduct and accountability. The subtext: something had gone very wrong. It didn't take long before the consequences became official. On July 19th, the same day Chris Martin made his sly on-stage reference, astronomer confirmed that Byron had resigned. Their statement didn't mention the viral video directly, but the timing said it all. Astronomer's image had taken a hit, and as Axios later reported, the delay in their public response wasn't due to indecision. It was tied to ongoing negotiations around Byron's exit behind the clean corporate language. The reality was much messier. A moment of awkwardness on a jumbotron had turned into a PR crisis and a career-ending scandal. And the woman involved, still unidentified, still silent. Next up, the deeper story. What we know, what we don't, and the questions still swirling. Online, asterisk. Once Andy Byron's name began circulating online, the clock started ticking. Astronomer, the tech company he led, found itself in a completely unexpected spotlight, not for its innovation, but for the now viral scandal linked to its CEO. Behind closed doors, it was all hands on deck. The board moved fast, announcing an internal investigation and reaffirming their commitment to leadership accountability. But while their statement was polished and corporate, the reality was far from clean. According to sources close to the matter, Byron wasn't exactly rushing out the door. His resignation didn't come immediately, and that delay, some say, made things worse. Axios later revealed that Astronomer's slow public response was tied to internal negotiations over Byron's exit package. In other words, while the internet was running wild with speculation, company leadership was tangled in legal red tape and financial fallout. On July 19th, Byron officially stepped down. The company confirmed his resignation in a formal statement, thanking co-founder Pete DeJoy for stepping in as interim CEO and reiterating their focus on core values. But it was clear, this wasn't just a leadership change. It was a damage control mission. Public trust was shaken. The company's image, carefully built in the DataOps world, had been hijacked by a single viral moment. And as for Byron, he's gone silent. No statement, no clarification, just a sharp fall from the top, all sparked by a camera, a stadium, and a few seconds of awkward fame. Coming up, what this scandal reveals about internet culture, corporate image, and how fast a reputation can unravel. Asterisk at the heart of the storm. One question lingers. Was Chris Martin simply being playful? Or did he unintentionally ignite a real-world scandal? During that now infamous Coldplay concert, Martin's reaction seemed innocent, even humorous. When the couple appeared on the big screen, looking visibly uncomfortable, he couldn't help but poke fun, saying, either they're having an affair, or they're just very shy. The crowd laughed. It felt like a throwaway line, a moment of light banter between songs. But online, the mood was very different. What some saw as a harmless quip, others viewed as a public call-out. People began speculating immediately. Who were they? Were they really together? Was this a mistake or something much messier? Martin may not have meant to stir controversy, but, in today's hyper-connected world, a casual comment can spiral into a full-blown media firestorm. The frontman, known for his charm and thoughtful presence, suddenly found himself at the center of unintended fallout. Even he seemed caught off guard by how quickly things escalated. Later in the show, Martin appeared to realize the weight of the moment, purportedly saying, "Holy SH, I hope we didn't do something bad." That brief statement added a layer of regret, or at least awareness, to what started as a joke. Was he to blame? That depends on who you ask. To many, he was just doing what performers do, engaging the crowd. But in the age of viral moments and instant scrutiny, even a well-intentioned remark can have serious consequences. Next, how this single concert moment caused real upheaval in a billion-dollar tech company and why the fallout is far from over. Asterisk with the dust settling from the viral kiss cam drama.
Yeah, this
Everyone's
happened
left
during their show in
wondering what's
Boston, and
next.
that video
For
is now
Coldplay,
viral.
the
Take a
show
look.
must go on. Their music of the Sphere's world tour rolls onward, with stops lined up in Nashville, Miami, London, and more. Chris Martin and the band seem determined to keep the focus on the music, steering clear of further distractions. But for the couple caught in the spotlight especially for Andy Byron, the CEO who resigned in the aftermath of Story, has taken a far more serious turn. This incident has exposed just how quickly private moments can become public crises, especially in today's digital age where one clip can make headlines worldwide.
Astronomer, CEO,
the company Byron led is now facing the challenge of rebuilding trust and stabilizing leadership. With a new interim CEO in place, the board is actively searching for a permanent replacement. The company's future hinges on how well it can move past this scandal, while maintaining its reputation in the tech world. As for the public, this moment serves as a reminder of how social media amplifies even the smallest moments, turning a playful concert joke into a corporate shakeup and global conversation. Fans and critics alike are watching closely, curious to see how those involved handle the fallout.